The families that reach out to us are often well-established, 100 million, billion-dollar families, and their children or their grandchildren are who reach out. They'll find us on social media. They're like, "You're the only person that looks like they're doing this in a credible way. Can I introduce you to the matriarch or patriarch of the family?" I'll have a conversation with them. And I don't tell them, like, this is how you're going to make your money, because they've already made their money, right? Your parents probably already have a portfolio, they have their retirement, they have a financial advisor, they've got this structured. And if they have the discretionary income to give you a $25,000 gift, then they're doing okay. My point with that would be, this is a hedge against the reverse carry trade. Excuse me. So if you understand, if they don't understand that, I would explain what the reverse carry trade is. Show them what happened in August of 2024, when there was 13% down in the S&P in a single day. And tell them that's the tip of the iceberg, that's the beginning of that, and now we're on the precipice of that occurring again. So if their retirement's all tied up in 401ks and IRAs and in the stock market and some of the bond market, which are now, instead of being inversely correlated or directly correlated, which hasn't happened before, the 60-40 split doesn't work. So if their advisor still has them in that type of portfolio management, probably need to have a conversation anyway. But all that to say, this would be a hedge against that happening. And if that's, call it 1% of their total portfolio, let's say they're managing $2.5 million in their total portfolio, and they put 25 grand in XRP. If we see the type of movement I believe we're going to see, it would offset their losses. So it's kind of like an insurance policy. The family offices we worked with have done anywhere between a quarter basis point all the way up to 5%. Just depends on their risk tolerance and how much they actually, after they do their due diligence on the reverse carry trade, understand what's happening. And then they're like, oh, this is a big risk in the market that nobody's talking about. And I'm like, yeah, it is. And that's why it's kind of like a black swan. Like there are a few people over there on Twitter that have figured it out. But the majority of the financial advisors that I've spoken with, even for large firms, firms that are managing billions and billions of dollars, both enterprise and family office, they kind of discredit it. They're like, let's play it out. We don't see it as that big a risk. The U.S. government just stepped in and allowed Japan to be able to post their treasuries to our reverse repo market and be able to borrow dollars against those treasuries in order to be able to stop this from unwinding. And it added additional leverage into the system. They wouldn't be doing that if that wasn't a huge deal for our markets, period.